Hey, check us out. If you follow these 9 tips, you will be more productive and richer in 2023. Ready? Let's get it. It's 2023 and we are back again. Well, kinda. Let me explain. A number of people, like 20, 40, 50, 25 people between me, Leal, and my cousin Butter Smooth have asked us, when we come back on, we doing the podcast again. And guess what? I told them it's really hectic, timing, schedules, and then I wanted her to be here for this part of it because I want to say it to her face so she don't think I talk behind her back. But you know how y'all women go. Sometimes y'all can be difficult. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, my head hurts. I want to watch Netflix by myself. Don't bother me. I get a laugh. She didn't want to laugh, but I get a laugh. So I will be here every week until it gets hectic again, consistently. And then if the lovely woman over here is free, she'll be here. And if my lovely cousin is free, she'll be here. And guess what? Guess what? Even if you are free and in my recording space, you will be on the show as well. So it's gonna be pretty loose again. Anyway, you can go now. We tie up your presents. See you later. Thank you so much. You've been such a good sport. Praise the Lord. Hopefully I can bring her back when we talk about relationships or something like that, but right now, it's 2023, we gotta get this money. Alright? So it's easy to get caught up in the title thinking that you could be a millionaire. But I can give you all the advice like my track coach told me back in the day. He used to tell all his athletes this. I can make you faster, but I cannot make you fast. And now it's just to let everybody know that, hey, guess what? There are different levels and skill sets out here. I can make you faster than you were yesterday, but in terms of making you the fastest man in the world, it probably won't happen. At least not for everyone. So, look at this list as a guide and not like a Bible or the gospel. Like, it's not foolproof for everyone, but it will help you get your life in order, get your stuff together, be more productive, make some more money in 2023. So, a short backstory. Back in 2018, speaking of track, I was winding down my track career and I needed to transition to something that I could do every day and like keep my mind active because I've been doing track for so long. So I decided, you know what, I shoot cameras for a living, let me just try it out. So I started off with my smartphone, something similar to this. And I just started posting YouTube videos. And then what ended up happening was people started to see them and they were like, hey, I really like that. I need that in my life. Like, how much would you charge to do that? And I'm like, well, I already paid for that. Like, that's a cell phone video. But the quality was good. So it got me thinking, hey, I can probably make some money off of this. That would have never happened without step number 1. You have to organize your life. I had to go from being in the track world almost exclusively to going now into media almost exclusively, and I had to try and separate the two. So I said, let me take it step by step. I'm gonna put the track bikes down, I'm gonna pick up the camera, and I'm gonna try and make this work. Organize your life. You understand where we're going with this, right? The second thing you need to do is take inventory of your skills. Now, you may not be able to shoot cameras, but you might be able to cook food, make sandwiches, sew clothing. Something that someone needs, you can do. Like, you may have more than one skill, so just pick the one that you like to do the most and then just do that. So number 2 is skills inventory. You gotta know what you're good at and what you like to do. You could use the 3 P's method: passion, profit, and proficiency. What do you like to do? What's gonna make you some money? And passion, profit, proficiency. What are you good at? Like, what are you so good at that you do every day that you can teach people how to do, or that you can do for people and they are willing to pay you money for? Use the 3 P's and you'll probably get the results you're looking for to make some money. Commit yourself to the process. I was fortunate enough to be behind the camera when a co-worker of mine did an interview with Morgan Freeman and Dennis Haysbert. The thing that stuck with me to this day, Morgan Freeman said, if you know what you want to be doing, then do it. If you want to be a painter, pick up a paintbrush. If you want to be a carpenter, pick up a hammer. He said he wanted to be an actor, so he started being an actor. He went to plays, he start doing what it took to be an actor. So commitment basically means doing what it takes to get it done. You have to sit down and try and rewire your mind, rewire your thinking. If I want to do X, what do I have to do today to get that? Take the small steps to start putting yourself in a position to succeed. So you have to make sure all your ducks are in a row, because at the end of the day, if you don't take the steps needed to get to the successful place you want to be, then somewhere along the way you're going to get discouraged, or someone is going to throw you off, and then you're never going to get to where you want to be. So you have to commit yourself. You have to commit yourself to the process. You have to be fully invested in that idea of doing what you want to do. You have to wake up earlier and then wake up early. Let me explain what I mean. Waking up early is getting up earlier than you would usually get up. So let's say you get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? I mean, like half the day is already gone, right? By my uncle's standards at least. But if you get up at 9 o'clock, try getting up at 8:30 or 8 o'clock. It might be difficult at first, but once you get up earlier, you feel like you've accomplished something already. Okay, I'm ahead of the game now. Once you start getting up earlier, then you could start getting up early. And now you could get up 7 o'clock, 6:30, just to get ahead of what you need to do, because remember now, you still got a full-time job, so you got to be productive so you can get all this stuff done and be efficient, and also have enough time for yourself so you don't be burnt out. I don't know why I missed this. When you get up earlier, or when you get up early, when you get up in the morning, generally speaking, well, the first thing I do is pray, right? That's me. But the next thing you should probably do is make your bed. I mean, like, let's be tidy, let's clean up your room, right? But it's also a task that is easy to do, that you get out of the way, and once you've done it, you could look at it and like immediately see results. Like, that's like instant. When you woke up, your bed was untidy. Now you're up, you did what you had to do, you made the bed. Now it's made. So now that's like a task you've conquered, and it's like, okay, what else can I do? I'm hungry for more. So make your bed in the morning. Please, you have to segment your day. Don't try to bite off the whole piece of apple and chew it down. I mean, like, I know some of us got some big mouths and a big appetite, right? But sometimes you could become overwhelmed. So what you want to do, before I was rudely interrupted, segment your day. Let's say you have 3 tasks for the day. Put those tasks in order of importance, and then give yourself a time limit to get those things done. So you could say from, okay, all right, I get up, I get to work, or I get started on whatever I'm trying to do at 10 o'clock in the morning. So from 10 to 11, I give myself an hour to do this. Take a little break from 11:30 to 12:30. I give myself an hour to do that, and then, you know, you got the rest of the day to do whatever you want to do. You still have one more task. So as long as you complete those first 2, the last one is almost like, all right, then I already conquered 2. Like, let me get this out of the way. But I could also take my time with it. The pressure isn't on you. But if you try to just make it to do this and just try get through it all at one time, if you miss one, you may stumble and then be like, you know what, all right, I'm already off track now, so what's the sense of doing it? It's that easy to get thrown off. But if you segment your day, it's that easy to get it done as well. This is gonna be kind of difficult for people who forget, people who are just starting this journey, because, hey, guess what? It's new, right? But you have to be aware, or try to be aware. When we were small, we used to tie the little bread ties around our fingers to like keep us like remember to do like something, you know what I mean? If I have this bread tie around my finger, that means I have something to do or whatever. But you have to be aware. Technology is at the place now where you can set alarms and say, guess what? I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. As long as you are aware of what you need to be doing, it's so much easier to stay on track and be productive. This is a tricky one. It truly is. Because once people start seeing you make progress, it's gonna get a little hairy, a little jealousy, a little envy, you know what I mean? A little intrigue that you create, and then it's like, how come you doing that? Nothing happening for me. It's like, bro, I doing this. That's why something happening for me if you do it. Something happen for you too. But you have to wear loose ends loosely. Those people that are in your life that don't support you, it's fine. They don't have to support you, but don't let them hold you back from doing what you have to do. Stick with people who are going to push you, who are going to remind you, who are going to make sure that you need to be doing what you need to be doing, and they don't have any feelings towards it. That's the biggest thing. You got to stick with people who are secure, and hey, guess what? Even though you may be accelerating your progress further than them right now, they know in the back of their minds that their time is going to come. But for right now, it's your time. Let me help you. It's nothing like hanging around people who like idle all the time or don't have a goal, and then when you try to get out, they try to pull you back, and especially in a slick way. You know what I mean? Trying to make you feel bad or whatever the case may be. But you gotta still be their friend. But when it's time for you to do what you gotta do, find a way to get out to do what you gotta do. We're almost there, but I think this one is one of the best tips I can give anyone. You have to validate yourself. I didn't say go out and buy a whole box of donuts, but for instance, if you've completed all your tasks for the day, you can go out with friends, you drink a glass of wine, or whatever it is you do to validate yourself. You give yourself a pat on the back. Hey, good job, bro. Let's keep it going for tomorrow or next week or whatever the case may be. But you have to validate yourself, affirm yourself, and say, hey, guess what? You did a good job. You're moving in the right direction. It might be slow, but it's going to get done. And I think the most important tip of all would be to visualize your success. Success starts in the mind. Goals start off as a dream. Dreams begin in the mind, in the subconscious. You got to see it. If you could see it, you could get it. I promise you could get it. You might not get it tomorrow. You might not get it the day after. You might not get it next year. But you can get it. You have to plan towards it and achieve your goals. But the only way to start the process is to see it. It has to be up here. And when I say see it, I mean like you gotta carry on like you like a little child. Like, you know, like when little children come up to you and say, Daddy, Mommy, I saw this thing and I want this and I want that. Like, you know, you ain't getting the toy. Like, as an adult, you know, bro, I gotta order that online and bring that in. But that child sees this toy on TV and they bug you about it. They see it, it's in their subconscious. They want it. So they ask you for it. They weigh you down, and guess what? You ordered for them, they got it. It's the same kind of principle. You gotta say to yourself, I gotta get it. And eventually, all the decisions you make are going to start to line up and move towards that singular goal that you want. Like I said at the beginning, if you can find a way to organize your life, figure out a skill, commit yourself to the process, start the process. Be aware of where you are in space and what you need to be doing. Stay away from people that are not on the same run as you. Give yourself a pat on the back every now and again and visualize what you want and keep it in mind until you get it. You are going to be making money in no time. Remember my disclaimer at the beginning. You may not be a millionaire, but you will be richer than you were when you started the process. Or you will be happier than you were when you started the process. Or you will be further along than you were when you started the process. But the key is to start. Alright?